All right. Recording now. Wait, it's thinking. Oh no, I think we are recording. I'll just cut this part out. All right, what's up? Welcome to Pankration Philosophy, episode 135. A little different this time around, but it's me, your host, Pocholo Cruz, and we got two returning guests. We got Nic Dundas. What's up, Nick? And we got Phil Burton. What up, guys?
So is this going to be posted as a video or
Yes.
as just
Both have video and audio. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's just me and LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
Me and my boy LeBron.
just me,
Yeah.
just me and Bronny hanging out. What's up?
Clearly, on the couch. Chilling.
Wait, you have metal cups, Phil?
That's how you know he's classy.
I would like to turn this into a sponsorship for Mir.
Mirror. Oh, okay.
Keeps your drinks cold. Keeps your cold drinks cold. Keeps your hot drinks hot. I'm drinking a cold one.
I'm calling
Nice.
him out on your podcast right now, Pacholo. He said he didn't want to do a bit where he knocks down a cup because he's afraid he'd break all his glasses. I was like, you got a tin cup right there. That's not going to break.
It would dent. And
Man, oh no. You don't want to break the
Yeah.
mirror.
I actually liked what you did better, actually, than throwing a cup down. I was like, you're right.
make Nick proud.
Yeah.
Dude, so that's the thing where I love filming our bits, especially as quickly as I do them, because
Yeah.
what we do is Nick is the king of editing.
Okay.
So I send him all the stuff. But as soon as I film it, my girlfriend was helping me out this past time. But it's kind of like right after you get off stage where you're like,
Okay.
oh, this is what I should have said.
Yeah.
So in our latest video, which was a promotion for our newest video, which is in Nick's hands, it's probably
Yeah.
dropping tomorrow.
Okay.
I was like writing and I was like getting frustrated, and then it like pans to what I was writing and it says "Make Nick proud." But something that I thought would have been funnier was say "Make Dad proud," and then I cross out Dad and put Nick or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just like a lot of little details like that.
okay.
But, you're gonna save them for the next one.
So let's take a rewind here. Let's talk about, so how did you guys come up with what's your show called again?
News tonight.
News Tonight. Yeah. So how did that formulate?
Well, after the pandemic, once the pandemic happened,
Mhm.
Phil and I separately did a news thing. Like Phil did one and you put it up on YouTube/Instagram just on your own. Like you were like, that I'll just do this. And
Yeah.
I simultaneously did one live on Instagram for Malin's
Yeah.
Instagram comedy shows. And it was somewhat recurring. And then Phil and I joined teams there and decided I actually forgot what I was about to say. So I was just kind of like stalling with my fingers.
Yeah.
Phil and I
You did like a Dragon Ball Z.
This symbolizes tension in a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of things happen, and then
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have videos from May, and then I think like everyone else, there was a bit of like a comedy hiatus, a little dip.
I mean, it was summer, like,
It's true. Yeah, we had fun things to do.
but yeah, Nick and I both picked up the format in the spring. The first one that I did was actually it was my 15 minutes of flying boots.
Okay.
Was the first week of
That's it.
quarantine.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
I put together like just a hodgepodge of comedy shit. That was like 15 minutes because anything that I was going to do on stage, I wasn't going to do just from a desk. So I was like, oh, I'll do the news. Cause I've always loved
Yeah.
like Weekend Update,
Mhm.
Trevor Noah, Seth Meyers, Stephen Colbert.
Okay.
I just love the format. It's so sharp.
Yeah.
So for Nick and I to be able to do it together, it's also a ton of fun, like just relying on each other, promoting stuff together. Like,
Yeah.
My Instagram is now 50% Nick. So
Vice versa.
a lot of my viewers don't like it, but
I'll get a handful of followers though from Phil's side. That's about half the reason we do it. We're just trying to share the love.
yeah. And I mean, there is like, I mean, Nick mentioned going live. I can remember when we used to go live. But there is an aspect of like, if I was just doing this by myself, I think it would be tougher to be as creative, tougher to be as funny. And I think people would think I was weirder. Whereas with Nick, it's like, well, he's not alone, you know.
Oh, it's like a babysitting job. Like
we left Phil alone for too long. But I always got LeBron. So
nice.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think I like what you're saying. Like we can rely on each other. Like I think, oh, it's just fun to bounce ideas off each other and then be able to. I like pivoting into editing things. Like I wanted to do it simultaneously with comedy anyway, and now it's just forcing me to be better at producing and learning just like artsy techniques to transitions and like just even just like the color of the video format, like just simple things.
Got it. Like the color of the lighting, if you will.
Big colors guy, clearly.
Yeah.
Big colors guy. Nick likes all colors.
Yeah.
All colors matter.
All colors matter.
All letters matter.
Tread softly. But
okay.
Yeah, Pachola, you've been super supportive of our stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I do remember, because Flying Boots, it switched to like an online thing when the quarantine happened. So I remember like Phil, you doing your bit in like kind of like a news kind of setting. I remember that, and I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. And then I do it because I thought you guys had planned it like together, but then you just happened to both have just thought about doing news stuff in that kind of way. That's funny.
Yeah. And Nick, yours was called Quarantine Comedy?
I think it was called News Tonight. It was Malin's Quarantine Comedy, and I was just News Tonight.
Okay. Mine was called Stay Home Show, which is just not applicable anymore.
I like it.
Well, I mean, it's funny looking at the past 6 or 7 months, just because like the only thing, I don't want to be like super dark, but the only difference is between now and 6 months ago is that more people have died. And we're just, isn't that crazy how like,
yes.
But that's the only change. And although that's the only change, it would still be like a little off if I called my show the Stay Home Show, because people are not staying home, obviously.
No.
So now that I got
a sad shake, I was like,
no.
Now I dropped that nice nugget of information. But yeah, I mean, we stuck with News Tonight. That's what works. We're trying to do weekly. Yeah. And we've done it so far. This is like our 4th week or something.
Yeah. No, I've been keeping up with it. So I guess like in the thought process, like creative process, like do you guys think about, bits that you're gonna do like collectively and then put it together, or how does that start?
I feel like we always have ideas for the future and we hopefully get to them, but Phil usually starts with writing more than I do. Like he'll text me like, hey, these are some ideas I have. And that's usually like the Tuesday after. And then we start thinking of things. Unfortunately, like we don't have like the same budget or productive team that like Trevor Noah has. So like
a little different.
We're getting close.
He has people checking in what's happening. Like by the time we get to edit something, it's like it's already old news because so much shit goes down.
Yes.
And we try to refrain from doing things that are too. It's so much to think about. But like Phil makes a good point. Like we were talking today. Like I don't always want to do Trump stuff. Like it's just it's been used. There's only so much we can say at this point. Yeah, he sucks. Like all right. Not to put any words in your mouth, like you might think otherwise now, but so we try to be a little more creative. Sometimes we try to just like do personal jokes or even use like pictures, like just use edits and memes to make fun of like somebody. I like using the visuals.
Yeah, the visuals really, I mean, that's where Nick's editing comes into play, where, I mean, I remember our first video we posted, I think those were jokes that we'd been sitting on all summer, but we just didn't know the format to use it. And then, I mean, I had a joke about grocery stores, and the video I sent Nick was so boring, but even just like I talked about QFC, but even just like having a QFC logo pop up next to my head makes it just like that much more engaging. And also, I mean, that's kind of what the audience members that follow that format of Trevor Noah, Seth Meyers, John Oliver, so good. That's what we're all like used to. That's all we're trained to. If I'm talking about something, if I'm talking about LeBron, you know, it should be like right there. Okay. If I'm talking about a grocery store, it should pop up right next to me. Yeah, it's so much fun coming up with ideas, and it's cool because, you know, I feel like we're writing way more than we would have if we were doing stand-up, and you definitely can't repeat anything, so you just kind of gotta like make it work.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest takeaway for me thus far has just been writing jokes that are topical quickly.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, that's definitely a struggle given it literally is. I mean, Nick and I, and we're at the bottom of the barrel comedians trying to like have hot commentary on whatever's happening in the world. So but that even just forces us to be even more creative, you know, like.
I think that's why we want to be short too and concise. Like, I don't think we have enough to hold an audience. Just, it doesn't matter what the form. Even if we're just doing a sketch, like one of my favorite sketches now is Phil's Dateline video, where he plays an interviewer interviewing this millennial who's having problems down under, and I love it. But I think like it's purposeful to have it less than like 3 minutes almost always. Just because all people are just going to scroll, and if we get something, then we're happy. Yeah,
that's almost that's like my unit of measurement, where it's like, well, first it has to be funny, which, you know, sometimes it's funny. But the second is like, did you watch all of it? And like, did you even watch it twice? Like, because you're like, oh shit, when Nick makes that like face or whatever, is that like worth seeing a second time? Because that's something you can't do on Instagram, right? Unless it's IGTV, you can't like rewind 15 seconds or.
It's true. If it's IGTV, you have to. If it's IGTV, you can rewind.
So just accommodating people with short attention spans, because I mean, I know I have one myself, and it is fun shooting the skits. The Dateline skit, I think I came up with that like in July or something. And I remember I asked Nick to help me with it, but he was too busy. But I was like, well, I can't do this by myself. Like, it just wouldn't have worked. So, and that's something I would not have done. I wouldn't be shooting a skit about shitting my pants during a pandemic if we weren't in a pandemic and all at home, you know. If we were out doing comedy every night, I don't know if we'd have people wouldn't watch it. So maybe it would, if it was the real thing, whatever.
It's got dark. It's funny how like 5 minutes is like long now. Like, it's just in terms of video, like if it's more than whatever, it's just like, damn. But I think the whole point is like to make it seem, if you're funny, then it doesn't seem like it's that long at all. So
exactly. Like the trailer that you made, even though that was our shortest thing, that was over before I knew it, because I was literally like hooked. I was like,
yeah.
So
got it. So that's kind of like the goal of like the short bits is like, you know, it's the hook, like the scrolling generation, because that is, you know, the people that are like on Instagram or even on YouTube nowadays. It's just like you gotta hook people in if they're gonna watch it, like from there, because I think that's a big thing now. Like YouTube has just, you know, short clips of stuff that you can just look at as well. Yeah.
Dude, it's like there's YouTubers like Gus Johnson or Long Beach Griffey. I don't know if you've heard of those guys. Like those guys.
I know Long Beach Griffey. Yeah.
Yeah, those guys have 2-3 million followers each, and they just film themselves with a camcorder. Like, it's almost always themselves in a wig. It's something super lowbrow, low budget, and I think once you get enough or garner enough of an audience, then you can start expanding. It's like once people start saying, hey, you should like do bigger, longer videos, it's like, all right, we'll do it then. But until
that happens. The cool thing is that, assuming we keep doing the weekly thing, which I don't see why not, because it's just about to get so crazy in like 2 weeks.
I feel like a live thing. Yeah.
But that we'll have so much content by the end of the year. We'll have, I mean, for like 10 more videos by the end of the year. Maybe 16. I'm not very good at math, but
might as well call Lorne Michaels at that point. Just like,
yeah. So I think it would be cool just to like, I mean, we're trying not to cover the news too much. I mean, we literally just started and Trump got COVID like 2 weeks ago, and that was like, what the fuck? So we had to say something. But it'll be interesting even if we don't cringe too much at ourselves like 3 or 4 months from now, looking back and like, oh, remember this news story? And like, this was our angle on it.
That's a good point. I'm just remembering when I used to like film my open mics and then look at them. Even 2 months later, I'd be like, tell me now. Fucking, I'm going to barf everywhere.
Yeah, I don't think I could watch our first video. Even just 4 weeks ago, I don't think I could. So.
Pacho's like, me neither.
You guys got videos? No.
He's like, what's your show called again?
What? News tomorrow?
Nic,
what?
Weren't we going to try to interview like a third person or something? Have like a correspondent?
Yeah, I mean, whoever wants to, like, we're open to if there's ever comedians who just want to fucking.
Oh, be like a guest correspondent?
Hell yeah. Like,
Okay.
I was talking to Richie Pacholo, dude. If you're down, like,
cool, I'm down.
anything.
Just asking the brown comedians. But
yeah, asking the short brown comedians. That's how it could beat me up. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be so cool to call in Chase.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. Like, man, have any of you guys heard from Chase? Yeah,
dude, that guy. I like every time I hit him up. I just want to make sure he's alive. And he's like, I'm good. Just hanging with my girlfriend. I was like, that's all we can do. And then he's like, fuck you.
I would just love to be like, and now let's check in with our new correspondent or with like our guest correspondent. Chase Murphy, and it's just like him on the corner, like so fucking mad. He's like, I could just picture him. I mean, this would have been more topical, like in June or July, but I could picture like that'd be funny if Nick and I were like, Chase, we want you to go check out a Black Lives Matter protest. Just tell us what it's like. And he goes, and he's on the corner, and he's like, "There's so many white people here." Like, I think Chase would do really well, like. Personifying that anger.
That sales pitch.
Yeah.
Chase Murphy, you better be listening.
Yeah, Chase Murphy, you watching?
I know.
But I feel like
not.
we could. He's not listening.
But yeah, I'm down to be a guest correspondent for sure.
Dude, that'd be cool.
Okay, and then I guess in coming, you guys are doing this a weekly thing. Do you have any other like comedy projects or creative projects happening or working on?
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to do more sketches.
More sketches
in general. So if I'm not doing a News Tonight thing, when there's time, I'd like to like try to do anything, just like a 2-3 minute just goofy thing. I was telling you before we started, I like renovated a van, and that was all just so I could go to shows that now don't exist. And I feel like I could easily do a video and like a conversion how-to on a budget. So that thing is cheap and old. So so those are, I guess, underway, but no timeline.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess if Nick has sketch ideas, I almost think that we have a lot of variety just being me a black guy and him a white guy that we can, I mean, we don't even have to like, how Key and Peele, how they could play. Maybe I could play like a Arabian dude or whatever, just because of my skin tone.
Yep.
But I feel like Nick and I can just play off a lot of, I guess, race dynamics
for sure
in our sketches. So
that's true.
I mean, you bring me in, I'm like, I'm Asian, but I look Hispanic.
That's too much diversity. Too much diversity.
Hey, we don't want this much diversity in here.
Wait, what have you been doing for comedy stuff, Pacholo?
Comedy stuff, really nothing other than just podcasting. like from there, but not always with comedians. Yeah, just been. I do have some sketch ideas, but it's mainly uh, it's mainly inspired from like martial arts of me being like a bad Mr. Miyagi essentially. Like I just like yeah, like there is no lesson. I just looking to beat people up, and then
They all
they just
start
take
the
the
same
lesson.
and end the
Yeah, they
same.
had the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's yeah, because I had like another comedian, like Sid Santiano, who's also like a Filipino guy, but I ended up like teaching him martial arts, and yeah, he just goes like, I know you believe in me, but I feel like you're very like you're very like it's a very painful belief. Yeah.
That's such a
So
start.
yeah, yeah.
Um, from the other comedians that you talk to, what are people doing?
It seems like a lot of people are doing essentially what you guys are doing, just like trying to do like the video stuff, doing what I'm doing, like podcasting. They gotta pivot, or they're. I mean, I know there's comedy going down in like Volunteer Park. I've seen that.
Mhm.
Other than that, people are just like figuring out different things, either Zoom comedy or I feel like everyone's starting a podcast nowadays. So yeah,
Yeah.
just figuring out different stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, as happy as I am to be here, if Nick tried to pitch a podcast to me, I'd be like, we can't, dude.
We
Like, we
can't.
just
Can't compete with Pacholo.
we want to be guests. We don't want to be like our. So
Dude, how long have you had this podcast?
I've had this. It's been over 2 years now.
Hell
Yeah.
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 You said episode 160 something, right?
This is episode 135.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. So I've had roughly about at least like about two a week ever since I started this. But
whoa.
yeah, just been trying to
That's consistent.
just try and be consistent. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Just like people, I like Adam Tiller. He has like really good quality. I'm like, man, I'm just like quantity. Like I gotta just put out a bunch of these episodes. Well, some of them gotta be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Adam Tiller's podcast, Fathom and Friends.
Shout out.
Well, yeah. Anyway, yeah. What were you gonna say, Nick? Yeah.
I feel like if we have you as a correspondent, it'd be cool to show off your technical fighting skills. And you could like just have a suit and tie with another one of your fighter friends and just interview them or pretend to, and then immediately start a beef and then just start sparring. That'd be kind of cool. Just like quickly, and we're just like, what are you doing? Like just freaking out.
Yeah. Or it's like, we're talking about the political climate today. Yeah.
Yeah. Left versus right. And you guys are like, ding, ding. It's just like, all right, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Or Pachola, I could see you having like a great skill set, but like a poor skill set for a pandemic where it's like you really want your skills to be transferable to fighting COVID, but it's just like clearly not.
Are you sick?
So
yeah.
Yeah, or just like, I don't know, they say the virus spreads in the air inside and you're just like going off, and then the end of that would be the end of the skit would probably be you walking away with COVID or something. But
or just like
dark.
we have a visual representation from the CDC of what the virus looks like, and it's just like you're the cure and you're just beating people up. They're the virus. Like it's just like
yeah, or it could be like I mean, they're working on a vaccine right now. And it's like we hold up a little, what's it? What do you put a vaccine in?
A vial?
Syringe?
A vial.
Yeah.
We hold up a vial and it like zooms in and it's just like you just like kicking ass and then it like zooms out.
Do you like our pretend kick ass motions? Like we've been doing a lot of this. It's more like
yeah.
I'm guilty of it too. Yeah.
Right.
Protect the face.
Exactly. Protect
everything just
yeah.
That could work where it's just like, yeah. I mean, shorter is always better. Like if it's just, if there's one big laugh, just go straight to that, like in and out.
Also, or we don't have to focus on fighting. You could easily just be like, talking to people
Or
normally.
you could use your
if you want
personality
to.
if you want.
Yeah.
If
What
if you feel
personality?
good.
The hell's
I
that?
don't mean to pigeonhole you. Like, yeah, we're guilty of that right there. But Joel, you said quality over quantity, or
I said the
you said
opposite. I
being
said quantity.
consistent
Yeah.
quantity.
Yeah.
I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't listening to you, and then, but
You're shitting on podcasts in general. You were like listening to the host.
I listen to so many a day, but it's kind of cool also, where I had a lot of ideas for our latest video, and how, I mean, I can write, like, Nick and I, the formats we both tell 2, but I can write like 6 jokes. It's just like, the more I write, the better I'll find one that I like. And then it's like, maybe I'll use that next week, or I'll just get more ideas. So yeah.
I definitely find myself listening to the news more because I kind of have to, but it's also good. I'm just like, oh shit, more informed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, speaking of keeping it short, we can cut it off here. So I guess might as well just share where they can find News Tonight and your guys' social media handles. How about let's start with you, Nick.
Yeah, I'm at Nic Dundas on Instagram, DICNUNDAS, and I also have a YouTube channel with all the videos and sketches, including Phil's. It's Glazed and Confused with a Z.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, check it out. Subscribe. Follow me on Instagram.
Subscribe.
Smash that like button.
Smash that. Like that. How about you, Phil?
I'm on Instagram at Phil Burton _comedy. That's it. Yeah.
That's all you need, though.
Do you guys, I mean, I know, Patrol, you just said that you want to cut it short, but do you guys want to just like keep chilling, keep talking for a little bit? Is that weird? Or
No, that works.
If you, once you stop recording or whatever.
All right, stopping now.